D. D stands for delivers. I love CEOs, I love managers who deliver. When they say they're going to do something, they go on and they do it, and if possible, the best ones will over-deliver. Of course, the classic line, under-promise and over-deliver. And I think about Jeff Bezos as a quick example at Amazon. There he was early on in the company's history in his CEO letter saying, our goal at Amazon is to be the most customer-centric company in the world. He didn't say sell the most books or anything like that. He said to be the most customer-centric company in the world. I have to say, in the roughly 20 years or so since he wrote that, I can't think of many companies that do customer centrism that really try to serve me and make my life more convenient and easier with a wider selection, free shipping, the list goes on and on. That's just for the commerce side, the e-commerce side of this business. I can't really think of a company that does that better. There might be others that are tied with Amazon, although I can't think of any. But what an outstanding thing to say at the early stage of his company, and 20 years later, the world can really look on and say, well, the reason I'm buying Amazon Prime is because it's a really useful service. It has enhanced my life, and I feel like Amazon is always trying to tailor itself to me or improve, make personalized suggestions. If you know of the Amazon Echo, which is the new device that you can speak to, we have one in our kitchen, and that's an example. Amazon Echo is not a perfect product yet, but it's again trying to help me. It's very focused on me, customer centrism. So it started as books, then it became books, music, and more. I still have a little notepad next to my computer, just a little Post-it note branded thing from Amazon 15 years ago. It said books, music, and more, and boy, did he deliver on more. You know, there are a lot of fly-by-night companies. I think part of delivering is that you're delivering over the long term. So when I say capital D, deliver, I'm not thinking about just doing it really well for a given year or a given earnings report. I'm talking about doing it over the only term that counts to me, which is the long term. And there are a lot of fly-by-nighters. I can think about a company like Zulily, which came public some years ago and then a few years later just sold itself off to QVC. A fair amount of money was made. It was an impressive startup from really within the last 10 years or so, and ended up selling for more than $2 billion. But when it actually came public, it was not a very good stock. A lot of public market investors lost money on Zulily and ended up kind of selling itself to QVC, as I mentioned. I don't mean to highlight this one as a bad boy. It's actually kind of a great entrepreneurial story, but at the same time, the company didn't really deliver over any meaningful period of time that counted. And if you were a stock market public investor, you were not very happy about that company and your ownership of it. So delivering isn't just about doing it really well for an IPO. It's about delivering results for customers, for shareholders, for partners and suppliers, for your employees. Deliver over the long term.
As always, people on this program may have interest in the stocks they talk about, and the Motley Fool may have formal recommendations for or against. So don't buy or sell stocks based solely on what you hear. Learn more about rule breaker investing at rbi.fool.com.